Hello everyone. Good morning, good evening. Hi Lisa, Deborah. Hello Laurie. Hello Debbie. Hello Dee and Joclyn. How are you all doing today? Hello Christine. Hello Linda. Hello Mark. Hello Julia. Oh, we got Phung is here as well. Hello Sandra. And hello Steve. Good to see you. Hello Shirley. Yeah, thank you for being so early for this tour. Hello Jen. Hello Karen. Hello SB. Good morning, good morning. 8:30. Oh, that's not too bad, I think. Yes. I have some story to tell today. Oh, yeah. Spring, you know what? Well, I have to let you know that even though I know that this is a temple complex, it's a spiritual place, but I feel so scary now because I am literally the only one in the temple complex. I'm serious. Like the staff that I met, he shared with me that I am the only tourist in this temple complex. And this is literally a 540 hectare of a piece of land. It's full of like bushes like this. And of course a lot of limestone mountain. So I'm feeling so scared right now, Spring. Take a look. So what I thought it would be is, well, I thought this is the most popular pagoda in the whole city, right? In the whole Ninh Bình, and today is Sunday. Today is Sunday evening. So I supposed to, I supposed to be here with a lot of people. But right now, I'm literally the only one. Yes, I'm in a sacred place. It should be fine. Dark and quiet is beautiful. Yeah, I will show you a glimpse of this temple complex. You couldn't believe it's spring. I am the only one. Hello, Carrie. Hello, Q. KW. KEW. Hello, Richard. Hello, Carol. The driver is gone, so he dropped me here and he's gone. And he said that, boy, you are the only tourist right now, so don't get lost. And that is what he said, right? You are the only tourist right now, don't get lost in this place. And he's gone. So my plan is, well, we're gonna see 3 different main complex in this temple today. So it's gonna be beautiful, especially at night. Everything got light up, and that is actually the tallest tower in the city. You see, so later on we're gonna go to the top, to the 13th floor of the tower, and you can have the view of the whole temple complex. Spring didn't join me because of the money, Laurie. We want to save the ticket. And I thought that, there are a lot of people. It's going to be fun. It's going to be kind of like a festive tour that I did with you yesterday. We got people praying. And I'm going to do my stream. But now I'm literally the only one. So the cost is 150,000, Laurie. So that would be around $80. And normally I do this pagoda tour on my own. So We will make it festive. Oh, let's see how it goes. You don't believe how empty it is, how quiet it is. And later on, when I walk through the hall, you will know what I mean when I told you that I feel a little scared. Yeah, 7. Vietnam is like that, right? Vietnam has got very dark around 7 p.m. already. So after 7 p.m., yeah, after 7 p.m. it's very dark. So we got the Guangin, right? This is the main temple today. The first one we saw that we're gonna explore is the temple for Guangin, and I'm gonna briefly tell you again the story as well. We're gonna go to a temple of Gautama the Buddha, and eventually we will climb up. Maybe I will take a lift today to the top of the tower, and that would be on the 13th floor. So there would be 3 different complexes for us to see. Well, I've been here earlier, I've been here earlier, kind of strolling around the pagoda, but this is actually my first time as well. Yeah, my first time in this temple complex. I watched a lot of videos, about this temple to learn about the place, but all the videos are always so festive. It's always so festive and fun. So we got tons and tons of people joining here. And then tour guides, everything, so it's kind of noisy in a way. But then Spring and I, we know that at night it's always so beautiful because the whole temple complex, it got light up. So we decided to do a tour at this time to show you the beauty of this complex at night. Because this is a special place. This is actually the biggest temple complex in Vietnam and in the whole of Southeast Asia as well. So it's huge. And yeah, so to walk from the main gate, it's far away. If I walk to this place, it would took me around 3 hours. Yeah, so it's a very big complex. And today we're gonna explore it at night. So this is my first night temple tour actually. And if you are new to me, then my name is Hugh. So Hieu, Hugh. It pronounced almost like Healing or Hugh Jackman. But my name is mean respectful in Vietnamese language. And please ask me all kind of questions that you have about Vietnam. You can ask me about Buddhism, about Vietnam, everything. All right. Without further ado, let's get started. So let's come exploring this the temple today. So hello everyone. Hello Don. Hello Krish. Thank you for making your time. Hello Alison. I really appreciate your time. And this temple, so we used to be an ancient complex, an ancient temple complex. It was built 1,000 years ago, during the time where the first emperor formed this citadel. So he built a temple complex surrounded by the mountain, and it looks something like this. So it's very vast, right? And it literally like a city almost within itself, where the kings come here in the end of his life. He become a monk, and he stay here actually. And all the monks, different monks stay here as well to practice Buddhism. So this is I could say that this is a city of Buddhists, and it's surrounded by all the limestone, the Cass Mountain, all the beautiful scenery. But of course, it went through a lot of renovation. And right now, I'm going to take you inside this hall, and I will tell you a few stories. Hi, Becca. Good to see you. So because I'm the only one right now. So you see, when I go inside, you can actually hear the echo from my voice a little bit as well. So please wait for me a few seconds, all right? Yeah, I just lost you a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds there, but now I'm back. So just like any temple complex, right? You see over there is a fruit as an offering. The fruit is pomelo and dragon fruit. But this statue is special. Well, it is made out of dripped wood. So we actually don't know what kind of wood it is. Some people believe that it's come from a jackfruit tree, but it floated. It floating around the ocean, and it's come to the Red River Delta. So when it arrived to the Red River Delta in the north, one of the farmer and his family would collecting the wood and offering it to the king. So the king saw like a big piece of wood. He would decided to make a statue of Guangin out of it. So you see the core material is wood. We are not so sure about the material. It could be ironwood or jackfruit. And then we got a golden frame layer out of it. So she is also Guangyin, the word Guangyin, to listen to the cry, the suffering of humanity. And the story is, maybe some of you have listened to the story before, but she swear, she taken a vow to protect us. And she would come back from eon after eon without falling into despair. So that's the vow, you see. So she vowed that she would be compassionate. She would show her compassion to everyone. She would show her compassion to everyone. But one day she ascended to heaven. She ascended to heaven, and she looking down on the earth. She was a bit shocked because she saw that she tried to improve humanity a lot, but nothing really changed. So all the suffering is still there, and she see even more racism, more discrimination. So she become very frustrated. So frustrated that she almost give up, on her vow. And at that moment, standing on the heaven, her head got exploded into 10,000 pieces. So you see, it was a very powerful moment in the story. So the one that I'm telling you right now is the main story of Guangin. So her head got exploded into 10,000 pieces. And then she met her teacher, the Buddha. So the Buddha would molding her body, would forming all the pieces together. So then imagine all the pieces of her head and her eyes. The Buddha would pick it up and mold it together and make her into a new form. So let me do a vertical for you. So you see, as a teacher and a student, they work together, and that's in the moment of compassion. So after that, Guangyin, she got 10,000 arms. They're the one that you see right now, the golden statue of Guangyin. 10,000 arms, and it's depicted like this. So let me come closer a little bit to show you. So with 10,000 arms, right? The idea now is she can have the ability to witness all the direction, and in each palm, it would carry an eye, a piece of an eye, and it symbolizes she can see through everything. And the 10,000 arms, it also depicting the ability of seeing the truth in many different ways. So that's the main idea, the 10,000 arms Buddha. So now you know about the story. It's the same person, Guangyin, but she got exploded and then she reincarnated into the 10,000 arm Buddha. It's so intricate, yes. And it's so beautiful. So look at the ceiling. The ceiling with iron wood. Everything is so intricate. But the main idea of this story is that, it's all about compassion, the main quality of Guangyin. So she tried to take a vow, right? She tried to support everyone. And it's beautiful. But what she seems to forget And what she seemed to lack of in her first form is she didn't really show compassion toward herself. So, she support everyone. She tried to help humanity to overcome suffering, but she is not compassionate within herself. And the second part, we got the Buddha, like forming her together, giving her another change. And it literally means it is a symbol of the... Dạ em đi một mình ạ. Dạ xe điện đón em ở trên tòa tháp. Dạ. So that's the idea of not only she showing compassion to everyone, but she also needs some compassion toward herself as well. And then we got the second form of Guangin. It's beautiful. And it's even more powerful. So now this is the place that this is one of the main hall, one of the main tree complex. And in the daytime, people would come. Mainly, people come for Guangin, right? For the goddess of compassion, and people would pray, with making wishes. And the idea that she can witness, she can see through everything. Yeah, it's a security guy, and me. He asked me that, "Oh, are you alone?" And I said, "Yes, I'm alone right now." And then he asked me that, "So where's the electric car to pick you up?" And I told him that, the electric car is supposed to pick me up at the tower over there. So now we will see one more temple complex, and then we will head to the tower, all right? So good to see you, Mim. Hello, Judy. Hello, Marion. Hello, Joe. Along with, 17 you watching. And so, there are 500 statues of them. They are hot. So in Buddhism, you can see that we got the Buddha, the awakened one, he the highest, right? And below the Buddha, we got two. The first one is the Bodhisattva. So Bodhisattva is like an angel, right? They are here to, like Guangin, try to help and support everyone. But the other one is the Arhat or Luhan. And the Luhan is this. There are 500 statues of them. They are made by stones, stone and marble. And actually, it's very detailed. So the head monk asking people from a specific village to making these statues. And then the monk would actually travel to another village where, they're making wooden products. So all the architecture, the architect here is come from different villages in our country. So the Luhan, they are different from the Bodhisattva. They are not really an angel. They are like the Buddha actually. So they obtain enlightenment or nirvana, which is the highest state in Buddhism, right? It's a state of bliss and ultimate consciousness. But the Luhan, they are very popular for their very powerful intention towards spiritual practice. So they are very individual. Normally, they don't interact to us a lot. And you tend to see them toward the size of the hall like this. So I'm walking through the hallway right now. And you see a lot of Arhat. And the idea is that they will wash away all the negativity. They will wash away all the bad spirits for us. So thank you for the tip, everyone. Thank you, Q and Becca. And that's why you see the stone tattoo. Take a closer look. You will notice something a bit different. So it's all stone, right? Very intricate. But if you take a look at their knee right here, you see that it's black. You see, it has a black color. You know why? So the rest, it seems to have like a gray, beautiful color. Yes, Carrie, it's from all the rubbing. So I told you that this is a very famous complex, right? And in the daytime, people would come here and they would literally rub. They rub around their feet, around the Luhan feet and hand, like it's hand and feet and knee. And because too many people are rubbing their feet, that it's turning black like that. So the rubbing is like a prayer, like asking, when we're asking them something, We're gonna rub on them, in the hope that they will do something for us. So yeah, let me walk through this hall a little bit faster, all right? Because it's pretty endless actually. 500 statues of Luhan, but I want to. It's a vast area, so 540 hectares. It will be around 1,300. Yeah, around 1,300 acres. And therefore, I need to speed up on this part. Wow, yeah. It's such a weird feeling because, this is like for the Vietnamese, whenever we go to Ninh Bình, this city, everyone goes to this place, and therefore my expectation is we will have a lot of people coming, including the foreigners as well. But now the security guy and the staff, the driver, told me that I am the only tourist in this whole temple complex. So that's why I'm a little bit shocked, to be honest. Do you know how long it took to build the temple? There was many different stages, Elizabeth. So the original temple was built almost at the same time that this citadel was built, and that was around 1968. So this is the first capital of Vietnam, Ninh Bình, and they are the capital from 1968 to 1010 for 41 years, right? So the first emperor in this country, Đinh Tiên Hoàng is his name. He actually building an ancient, a temple complex for himself. But then during the course of history, a lot of emperors from different dynasty, they came here as well. And one of them, Lê Thánh Tông, he actually chose to become a monk in the end of his life. And he actually stayed in this pagoda. So the original one, it was built around 1968, but it went through a lot of renovation and refurbishment. The tower that I'm showing you today is the new one actually. It was built in 2003 and it was done in 2004. So it's only around 18 years ago. So right now we're gonna go to the second complex. So you see, it's a very large, very spacious area. Actually, it kind of reminds me of the Forbidden Purple Kingdom that I showed you in Hue, in the center of Vietnam. Here's what it looks like. So it's beautiful, right? It's got light up. And later on, when we go to the top of the tower, you see the whole view of the place. But other than that, I would say at night, there was nothing to... I mean, you see it's all the bushes, all the trees, right? It's all very dark and empty. You hear the sounds of all the crickets and the cicadas. But in the daytime, if you had to walk that way to all the bushes, you see beautiful bonsai and trees and a lot of people as well. Yeah, I think it's auspicious that you're alone. Yes, I can see that myself. Lucky that I'm alone, but I walk a little bit today and I feel a little bit scared as well, What is the name of the temple? So the name of the complex is Bái Đính, Baidinh. Yeah, Bái Đính Pagoda. And the word Bái, it means offering. Bái is actually an art of like bowing down, and praying and offering something. And the word Đính, it means a peak or a highest point. So the name of the pagoda, Bái Đính, is mean offering something to the sky, to the heaven. And right now, we're gonna go to the second complex. Oh, let me actually step a few steps back. You can maybe take a postcard right here, because we have the view of the temple and the tower at the same time. So yeah, so Bái Đính Pagoda. I feel a bit nervous, just keep stepping back because I don't want to step to the dark so much, But yeah, let me maybe sit down a little bit. This is the best that I can do for you, I think. I cannot have, like the whole hall for you. But yeah, you have been the only one. Yeah, the only one. Maybe in the daytime it would be nicer, I think. Maybe. So the 13th floor tower over there is new, right? It was built in 2003. So it was new. And actually they even have the lift and elevator for us to go to the top and enjoy the atmosphere, the view of the whole place as well. So you see, I think it's very blurry and everything in the dark, and you can see it. But I have goosebumps, I have goosebumps when I walk around this temple complex, even though I know that this is the holy place, but it's a tiny bit spooky, I would say. So let me show you this one. A turtle made by cast by limestone. Yeah, so this is a little bit weird, right? Because it's not actually like people are carving on them or something, but you can see that it's like a piece of limestone, a piece of rock, and it's have the shape of the turtle. So I think the artists, they're gonna manipulate it a little bit as well, especially in this part. But the idea, right, it turned black because people are actually rubbing on the head of the turtle to pray, to asking for something. So take a look. Really, Liz? I didn't see anybody. Okay. Okay, never mind then. I saw somebody in the main hall, in the main building. So it should be, yeah, he should be here, and maybe it could be him, the security guy. So yeah, this is the main hall. And let me show you this one first. So we got many different, yes, there's someone here with me as well. So we got many different statues, right, of the Buddha. And those are not only for the local people. The local here, they're offering something to the pagoda. And the monks, they want to appreciate that. They want to show their gratitude. They were making a small tattoo. It's bronze. Bronze is the main material. They're making a small bronze tattoo, and they put it right there. So yeah, so different Buddha here is actually come from, it's like an act of gratitude toward people who are offering something to the temple. And now we got, of course, our guardian, different guardian. So they are classified as the Bodhisattva as well, like an angel, and they are fighting off all the bad spirits inside of us. It's huge, so each of them, those are wooden statue, and each of them would weigh around 10 tons. 10 tons, the main material is iron wood, and they would have a form of lacquer around it. So let's see. So see, it's all wood. So maybe I'm gonna do a vertical shot for you. Yeah, I'm very fascinated when I look at the wooden statues. Because wood is actually a bit sensitive. Like, when the artists carve them, they have to be very careful, right? And making these statues like this. So the whole building is literally wood, you see. The peak, the roof is clay, but the foundation, all the big four columns is made by wood. And it's so high. So from the wood here, it's at the height of 36 meter. 36 meter is around 100 feet. Yeah, around 100 feet. And it actually connected together. So we got this kind of oriented architect, the idea is that the building is supported by wood, right? And it's very harmonious. But then on the top, we got the intricate details of phoenix. So the phoenix is the feminine energy, you know. And this idea, the kind of architect, is not really original Buddhism, but it came into China. And then China got Taoism, right? It's very popular. And in the Taoism, as a religion, they emphasize on the idea of balance, yin and yang, masculine and feminine. So that's why you see most of the decoration here are birds and phoenix because it's feminine. But then, yeah, I will come back to the Buddha. But here is a statue of one of the men, Luhan. His name is Ka Yip. Oh my God, I'm so lucky. I got some friends joining me today. So yeah, Ka Yip is one of the Luhan. And he had a background similar to the Buddha actually. He was also a very wealthy person, but he gave up everything. He went in search for Nirvana. But when he achieved Nirvana, when he became a Buddha, he actually chose to stay and to continue become a student of the Buddha. So in a way, Kayip, this person right here, he is the Buddha guardian, you know, like a special security guy for the Buddha. And he always with him, always be his company. So this is a golden frame. Yeah, almost like the Buddha bodyguard, I would say. Because there are many different stories in Buddhism, right? Such as we got Guangin, the goddess of compassion. She's always in her own, you know, she always doing her things and she try to deal with us, with humanity. But this person, this man here, he choose to just stay with the Buddha. And most of the arhat, they are like that. They don't really want to deal with us. The offering, you know, it could be very random this day. But the ideal thing is pomelo. So you see some pomelo on the left. Because pomelo is a fulfilling fruit. It stands for luck and prosperity as well. But on the right, you can see choco pie. So choco pie, and sometimes you see Coca-Cola, you see Coke and dragon fruit. So the idea is it's a balanced color. It's red and green. And we have something yellow like banana as well. So do we have any questions so far? No. You see the main statue in the temple here. This is the statue of Gautama, the Buddha. Did they have experts, craftsmen do this? Yes. So they are all experts actually. What happened is the monk, actually I should post you a photo of the monk. I know that this painting, you know, it kind of looks similar everywhere, similar faces. But his name is Minh Khống and he is the first monk who built this temple. So that's the history, right? He built this temple. And the story is that he went into this place. This place, it used to be like a forest, like a mountainous area. And he went in search for a medicine for his king. Because the monk, he also functioned as a doctor as well. So he went in search for all the herbs and all the medicine to cure the emperor. But then he ended up feeling that the forest is so beautiful and the limestone around it is so magnificent. So he decided to build a small temple complex. So everything was very basic. Everything is like a small wooden temple. But then, like I mentioned before, different dynasty in this country, they actually hiring different like craftsmen and artists from different villages. So these people, they would making this statue and they would deliver it to the pagoda. But then during the modern time, you know, like with the concrete and the modern technology, they are added like the very tall tower for us. to see the view. And of course, we got very nice roadway, very nice pavement, and electric car here and everything. Yeah, I have some company now. I think it's a family of, I think, 7 people. So this is the place where people actually kneel down, you see. People kneel down or just sit cross-leg in front of the Buddha. And now I'm going to do that as well. So one hand on the right, you can see he holding a lotus flower, and that's the symbol of transcendence, right? Because we all know that the lotus it grows in the mud, but when it blooms, it's beautiful. It doesn't get touched by the mud. So that's the symbol of transcending everything. And the other hand is the mudra of Diane. Diane is meditation. It's a symbol of peace of mind, calm of mind. And yeah, that's the statue of the Buddha. So I think you all know about the story before, but maybe you are new, then you can see that he's a person, he's a prince in a kingdom, but he left everything, right? He left everything and he tried to search for something higher than himself. So after years and years of meditation, he reached something that he described as nirvana or enlightenment. And that's it around 2,500 years ago. That's it, the birth of Buddhism. And this person, he's a person, his name is Gautama Siddhartha. But when he get enlightened, he become a Buddha. So the word Buddha means an awakened beings. And so we got a beautiful golden statue of him, and surrounded it is many different candles and incense burner and fruit as an offering. So you see everything, right? There are milk from the top left. You can see we got like cookie, milk, more cookie and fruit, pomelo. So those are the offering. It come from the monk of the pagoda. The head monk of the pagoda is not here right now. Actually, he traveled to India and Bangladesh. So he was in the two countries, and sometimes he come back to this place to offering a dharma, which is like a occasion where all the Buddhists would gathering around the monk, and they would listen to his talk. So let me show you this one. The crane, right? The crane standing on the turtle, and that is the symbol of longevity. So according to that's the Chinese, let's see. I think it's come from Taoism as well. That according to the legend, that the crane lived for 10,000 years, and the turtle is a very patient beings as well, and he lived for so long. So these two combined together is always the symbol of longevity. So right now, let's take a closer look at the roof before we go in on the top of the tower. All right. Here you miss a few questions. Absolutely. Let me see. What happened to the offering? Normally, it's not much, It's a few pomelo and, of course, all the milk and the cookies, choco pie. They're going to stay for years. So the monks, many monks here, actually, they're going to consume them. They're going to eat them, So yeah, we're offering it to the god, and the monk going to eat it. But sometimes if you get too much, then the monk can always share it with someone. Maybe with mainly with an orphan, with a community, that people who need it. So that's what happened with the offering. How many small statues are around the walls? I don't know actually. So I watched one of these guided tour, and she said that there are like 10,000 of them. But then the word 10,000 is almost equivalent to infinite, infinite number. Because the idea is, so suppose, let's say if I come here and if I give the pagoda something, either in the form of money or maybe a big present, then the monk will actually molding a small statue of the Buddha for me, and that is like grateful, right? It's a symbol of gratitude, and therefore we don't have a specific number because people keep coming, and giving the pagoda gift and present. So yeah, and whenever they make a statue like that, they can put it around the main hall or maybe around the walls. They put it everywhere actually. So right now, folks, we're gonna head to that place. We're gonna go to the top of the tower for the view, and yeah, we're gonna end the tour there. So I think if I walk there, it's gonna take me a few minutes and go to the top. So maybe we got around 10 more minutes to go. Thank you, Gabriel. All right, where is my company? Okay. Yes, I'm gonna come back to the question right now. All right, don't worry. I'm gonna just focus on your question because I think it makes me feel less scared walking around this area. So yes, this is a little idea, right? You can see there are many different statues of the Buddha, and they are all offering different offering. Will you explore another complex? The final complex spring is gonna be the tower, that tallest tower, and yeah, that was about it. Somewhat as how the oldest part of the complex is. So we are not going to the oldest part of the complex right now for two reasons. The oldest part, it was built in 1968. So that was thousands of years ago. It was a very old temple. It's almost like a ruin. Even though I know that you may want to see that, but maybe the next tour in the daytime, because at night you cannot see anything. There are no light. And the second thing is the original temple, it was built inside a cave. So it's going to be very tricky, I'm sorry, yes. 968, not 1968. Oh man, I messed up right there. 968. And the capital of Vietnam, this one, the city, they are the capital from 968 until 1010. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. That's why you get confused, right? So 968. 968. All right, there are a little bit of climb for me to do right here. All right, let's see the question. So now it seems like I'm the only one again. Wait, I love just me speaking. I think so far so good. You're welcome, Carrie. You're welcome, Elizabeth. All the wood is so beautiful here, Unfortunately, it's all so dark right there. So you probably cannot see anything. But those are like mainly Bodhi tree. Actually, they hold a few records, like world record in this temple. The first one is that they got a lot of Bodhi tree, right? So the Bodhi tree is like a tree of Buddhism, and there are more than 1,000 of them in this pagoda. And it's all originated from India. Oh, why is so endless? The second thing is the tower. The tower I'm showing you today is like the tallest, the tallest tower in Asia, they said. So it's very impressive as well. Originally, in Mahayana Buddhism, the stupa, let's see the stupa, is very basic. It's just a place to bury the Buddha, and eventually keeping all the ashes of the monk, of the elder monk. But when it comes to China, actually the Chinese, what they do is they bury the body underground, right? So the body of the ashes, the ashes of the head monk were buried underground. But they also live there. They want to protect the spirit. So they actually live there, and they store a lot of books, a lot of sutra. It's like the Bible in Buddhism. And therefore, it's got involved. It's just getting higher and higher like this. So this is, even this is a new building, 2003. It's only 18 years age. But it's very pretty. It's light up. And right now, let's see. I'm thinking about going to the very top of the tower. Yeah. So we're going to have, I think, around 5 to 10 more minutes to go, everyone. So thank you for coming. Please be patient with me. I'm not going to climb all the way on top today. I'm thinking about taking an elevator. I think they have one. They mentioned that. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Oh, everything is so dark around it. Oh, this is beautiful. I mean, it got super dark around, and the whole building is got light up like this. So it looks like super duper impressive. There's no slide, luckily. So maybe we can do another vertical shot. All right, before I climb all the way, before I get to the top. So you see, in the daytime, it's also very pretty, right? Because take a look at this. Those are literally bonsai and different trees. And it's very pretty because the gardener here, they take care of it very well. So it looks almost like a mushroom, I would say. But yeah, different tree, and it's very spacious. So you will feel, very tranquil and peaceful when you visit this temple complex. And yeah, let me go inside. It feels so spiritual, yes. Oh yeah, right, let me show you the statues here. Yeah, I got a statue of the standing Buddha. Yeah, see, I'm the only one again. Oh no. It's close. Seems like they closed the door. Yeah, I got 80 people with me. I have to figure it out. Oh, they promised me that I can go to the top though. Oi, oi, oi. Let me see. Right now it's around 8:15 p.m. and they said they're gonna open it until 9 p.m. Now No one is here. 90 people, really? Can you check with him? There's nobody here to check. The door may be unlocked. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, they locked the door already. Hey. Yeah. You see, they locked the door. How can they promise me that I can go to the top? Yeah, it's locked already, spring, so I cannot do anything. Let me check in with the staff, maybe. I'm sorry, folks. I'm gonna speed up a little bit. I want to figure it out. Oh, my plan is ruined almost when I see this. À dạ, ủa anh em muốn lên cái thang máy để mà lên trên cùng luôn á anh ơi. Anh ơi. Dạ. À dạ dạ, ok chú. Con đi trễ quá hả chú? Dạ. À dạ dạ. Dạ có một mình con hả chú? Có một mình con à? Có mình hả? Dạ. Con đi cái vé 150 người ta kêu là lên được á chú. Con hả chú? Ấy là con ở gần đây, ở homestay gần đây mà con ở dưới Sài Gòn lận. Có mình con mà, nói chung cũng có nhiều người đang coi với con chú. Alright, please be patient with me a little bit. I think it should work. Dạ. Nhưng mà có nhiều người đang coi với con lắm chú. Nhưng mà có nhiều người đang đi cùng chứ. Nhưng mà người ta xem qua điện thoại chú. Nhưng mà hiện nay có một mình anh. Dạ dạ đúng rồi chú. Con phiền chú tí. So what happened is the security guy, they saw nobody here. They assumed that nobody, so he take off his clothes already, and he about to go to sleep. Actually, I think I saw him putting up his clothes and his uniform, and he have to turn on the light for me. But then I explained to him that there was like almost 100 people watching with me right now, so please do that for me, Oh yeah, I'm not. It should be fine. It's easy, right? We open the gate and we go to the top of the building. That shouldn't be a problem. Yes, he just put on some clothes. Yeah, so easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We're gonna open the gate. We go on the lift. You may lose my signal for maybe less than a minute. And then when I go to the top, the tallest tower here, you can enjoy the view with me. And with a bit of narration as well. Yeah. Dạ rồi. Dạ đấy. Ui. À dạ được rồi chú. See you maybe in less than a minute, alright? Yeah. I'm the only tourist. Unbelievable. Yeah, just got unlocked. He's a very nice gentleman, He just like it was a bit shock to see the only tourist here. So, all right, light up, everyone. Let's come inside and explore it. Have you heard about? Maybe I'm gonna cover the story again next time, but that's the Buddha, right? Touching on the ground. À dạ. Chú đợi con một tí. Yeah, ready, Joe? So that's the Buddha touching the ground. Dạ rồi. Vì con bấm thang máy là con đi lên hả chứ?
Hiểu không?
Dạ.
Lên tầng 2.
Lên tầng 2, dạ.
Mũi tên kìa.
Dạ.
Lên tầng 2 nhá.
Dạ.
Vào thang máy ấn
Dạ.
lên tầng 12.
Lên tầng 12.
Khi lên tầng 12,
Dạ.
xong rồi là đi bộ lên tầng 13 chiêm bái xá lợi.
Dạ.
Xong xuống dưới tầng 12.
Dạ.
Có ra bên ngoài đi một.
Hello everyone. I'm back. It's good. You can see my voice. You can see my face. You can hear my voice. Everything is good. Yeah. I'm not in the top yet. This is actually the 12th floor. I have one more floor to go. So now I will climb to the top floor. But take a look at this. Take a look. Oi, oi, oi. It's beautiful. So this is the view from the 12th floor for you. So you see different temple complexes, right? So with 13 acres, 13 acres of land. It used to be like a forest, like a mountain, but yeah, with a human touch, mainly the monk who live here, they build the whole Buddhism city within the forest. And now we got something like this. So yeah, I cannot believe it. I'm the only one standing right here enjoying this view right now. So you can see the light from the bridge, a little bit of white light over there. And those are the city. And the water surrounded. It's actually got a very fancy name. We call it Sông Tàng Long, which means a dragon river, a lying dragon river. And yeah, then we got many limestone around us. So in the beginning, we actually start right there. You see, we start right there, and now we are here. So right there is a main hall where they have Guangin, the statue of Guangin, the goddess of compassion. And this is more like a monastery than a pagoda. You know, a monastery is a place where the monk they actually live here. They live here to do their sadhana, their Buddhist practice. But these days, of course, we have many people coming to enjoy the beauty of this complex. Take a look at the lotus. So yeah, but you probably cannot enjoy the limestone mountain for today because it got too dark. So you can only see this. Right? Actually, Let me show you the view of the city at night as well. You know, the city at night, this is not a very developed city compared to like Saigon or Hanoi. So around this time, now 8:30 p.m., people turn off their lights and they literally go to sleep, you know, so it's very quiet. It's very, very quiet down there, over there. So we're gonna walk for, you know, on the 13th floor and we end the tour right there. All right. Which city? It's Ninh Bình Palm. So Ninh Bình, Ninbinh. And Ninh Bình, it means peace and stability. And if you are new, then Ninh Bình is actually the first capital of Vietnam. So this is the original, the first city though. And this is the story of Vietnam. This is the story of, you know, our king, the first one, he formed the capital in the city. But eventually, quickly after that, 41 years after that, they got moved to Hanoi, which is around 65 miles, 95 kilometers away from here. Yeah, we got different statue of the Buddha. Thank you, Carla and Mindy. Do I miss any question or anything? Yeah, so this is our third time in Ninh Bình already. And we're staying very nearby, actually. We're staying in a homestay nearby. So one of the best things is that at night, whenever we drive a scooter around, you know, we can always enjoy the view, of the temple complex, and it's glowing. It's glowing at night. It's very luminous, I would say. Everything is beautiful. But this is the first time I got the chance to take a look at it from the highest tower in the city. So yeah, that temple that you see over there, that main hall is the one that I am not showing you today. But that is the place where we worship our king and the royal family, and they are right at the end. So you see, inside you see a statue of our king, but then it took like 15-20 minutes walk, so I decided to skip that part for now. So now I'm supposed to go one more floor, but yeah, I see the door is closed already, so let me see what I can do. Let me try to move a little bit around maybe here. No. So the gentleman also shared with me that I can go to the top floor, but you know, if I cannot make it, then all right. Maybe I see you in a few seconds. All right. Let me go inside the main hall. So there is room. Oh, there's a stair here. Yes, I see. Không lên lối này. Do not go this way. So I should go in the other way. You probably cannot see anything right now because I'm inside the main hall. But I will come back. Oh, there's a little bit of signal, so can you see? Okay. Thank you. Oh, this is amazing. I'm inside the building right now. So we got the jade. You know, the jade statue of the Buddha right here, and it's beautiful. So he's holding a lotus. So the jade, right, is very valuable, very expensive. And surrounded him is a stupa. So the stupa, like a lot of you have learned that this is the original tower, you know. So the tower, it used to be very basic, like this one. It's just literally a burial mound that we use to store the ashes of the monk. But the stupa is actually, these days, it's related to Theravada Buddhism. So they're storing the ashes, and on top, you will see an umbrella or a carousel, that one. So the umbrella, it would symbolize the three main teaching in Buddhism, which is the Buddha, the Dharma. The Dharma is the teaching, and finally the Sangha, the community. And take a look at the roof. Oh, it's beautiful. So we got lotus, and we got like a golden frame lotus with many statues around it. So this is amazing. And yeah, I'm so happy right now, you know. I got so scared, but now I'm here. I make it to the top. So mainly we got the three, I think, no, only the two stage of the Buddha. The one where he sit down and he spreading Buddhism to us. And then the time where he passed away, he actually lying down and all the students gathering around him. The bodyguard here talking to you. Ôi, vui. Oh, I hear human voices. So maybe I'm gonna have some company with me. Let me go out. Oi. Seems like I cannot go out from here because it's locked. Everything is locked. Oh man. What to do? I mean, I'm skinny enough to squeeze through it, I think, but I'm not gonna do it, alright? But I think it's the same, you know, the 12th floor and the 13th floor. So maybe we can just, I'm gonna go down and I will say goodbye to you on the 12th floor, alright? Alright, my friend. This is the end of the tour. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining me on this one. And so we're gonna do a tour in a bear sanctuary tomorrow. We're gonna see some black bear. Please book us on this tour as well if you feel like it. We're gonna have a guided tour around the sanctuary, and we're gonna see the kitchen and you know how we rescue the bear in our country. So I wish you God bless in whatever you do in life, and I wish you got all the luck and all the prosperity as well, like always. And please enjoy your weekend, enjoy your Sunday morning. All right. Until next time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Don. Thank you, Miriam. Thank you, Laurie and Lisa. Thank you, Deidre. Thank you, Angel. Thank you, Mim. Oh, thank you, Michelle from Australia. Austria. Thank you, Margaret. Please save our ebook. If you are new to our tour, you can click it on our bio. All right. Bye bye, everyone. I will see you soon.